All right, first and foremost, we want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Like to give double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Like to say salutation, peace, and love to the elect that's around the four corners of the earth. And basically, me and the brother gonna do a lesson on, man. Just going into basically, man. Probably the title of this lesson is gonna be his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, man. And that's talking about the so-called white man, man. And we're going to go into this article proving why, proving that, the so-called white man, man, he is the wicked of the earth. He the problem of the earth, man. Right. Once he is eliminated, the earth is going to turn back to its rightful form, man. And this basically, I'm going to start off with we'll start off with the scripture first. I'll read Habakkuk 2:1.
Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and sit upon the tower.
And that's what we doing. We standing up on our watch, man. We setting up on the tower. Go ahead.
And I will watch to see what he will say unto me.
Right, man. And what we watching to see, who say unto us, man? Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And how do we speak, man? Through his prophets, man. Which they bring, which his word, which they bring out his word, man. Go ahead.
And I will watch to see what he will say unto me.
Come.
And what shall answer when I am reproved.
Come, man. Go ahead.
And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon the table, that he may run that readeth it.
He that may run that readeth it, man. And as we been because the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy, man. And as you get into this book, man, which is the Holy Bible, man, start to read, man. You'll start to see, you come into this truth, man. Like I said, he that readeth it, he gonna run when he readeth it, man. But I'm gonna get to this article, man, which is it's on whatdoesitmean.com. And the title of the article is Venezuela prepares for invasion after U.S. uses hurricane cover to send strategic bombers to Colombia. With no seeming end to the grim Ministry of Defense reports continuing to circulate in the Kremlin on a near daily basis lately, a new one today states that the Bavarian National Armed Forces of the Bavarian Republic of Venezuela have been placed on full alert status after 3 of America's B-1 strategic heavy bombers assigned to the 7th Bomb Wing at Dallas Air Force Base in Abilene, Texas, used the excuse of Hurricane Irma yesterday to depart from Naval Air Station Key West in Florida, and who then entered into the restricted protected airspace overseen by the Brazilian Air Force, and that occurred within 3 hours of Venezuela President Nicolas Maduro declaring that his South American nation would no longer accept the U.S. dollar as payment for its gas and oil. Right, man, this was an article from September the 9th, man. But I think it's it was one day last week, man, that Venezuela actually took the step to where now they selling their oil in the Chinese yen, man. But that whole thing that's been going on in Venezuela, man, it was something actually the U.S. had put into play in 2013, man, when Hugo Chavez was reelected, man. They basically started to block the flow of American dollars going into Venezuela, man. Because Venezuela, one of those OPEC nations, to which America had that agreement, man, in the 1970s, man, which it started with Saudi Arabia, man. Which this was created the petrodollar. This is why the dollar have been the world reserve currency, man. America basically made a deal with Saudi Arabia that if they basically everybody who need to buy their oil, they had to buy it with the U.S. dollar, and in return, the U.S. helped build up their military, man. And that was like in 1970 or 1971 during President Nixon's presidency, man. But by 1975, it was like all the OPEC nations had joined had joined that alliance, man, which they really ain't have a choice, man. You know, because America forced it. It was a forced thing, man. You know. I'm keep reading in the article because the guy that's actually in president now, he was actually under Hugo Chavez before he died, man. And Hugo Chavez had already basically put into play like, if something happened to him, let this guy step up and be the man, man. And, you know, they had an election and he won, man. Let me keep reading the article. It say the true real mission of these B-1 strategic nuclear bombers, though this report continues, the Ministry of Defense intelligence experts have determined is part of the ongoing large-scale military maneuvers being conducted by the United States to encircle Venezuela, whose code name is Amazon Log 17 and is the largest multinational war exercise ever conducted in South America, man. Right, man. So this is part of how Jacob's trouble gonna come too, man. You know, America already got they troops stationed over there in that area where they doing exercises, man. And they gonna start the attack on those different countries, man. You know, because all those countries basically want to get away from the dollar, man. You know, want to get away from America, man. You know, it says spearheaded by the U.S. Southern Command. This report explains Amazon Log 17 involves the United Nations and 16 of its allies, and whose military activities have been divided into 3 parts to include 1, the August 28 to September 1st planning operation, the 26th through the 28th September logistics and military technology planning phase. Then it say the 6th through the 13th of November active operation phase occurring in Brazil's westernmost city on the Amazon River, the Tabatinga, where tens of thousands of these military forces will be able to invade Venezuela from Colombia. Go ahead,
Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for a point in time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Right, man, because before the Lord deliver his elect, man, you know, before he delivered the elect of the nation of Israel, man, which are you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, you know, Jacob's trouble have to come, man, you know, and before this white man see his kingdom go down, man, he gonna use all the military might and force he got to keep his kingdom going, man. You know, read some more of the article. Like I said, the United States actions in South and Central America began to alarm the Ministry of Defense. This report details when under the Obama regime, the Pentagon began a massive buildup of U.S. military bases there under the guise of their being used for drug interdiction purposes, but whose real true purpose was revealed during the 2009 Honduran coup d'etat, when the Americans overthrew the Central American nation's legitimately elected government, man. Right, man. So this basically, man, Esau's skirt being lifted up, man. You know, right. How the hidden things of Esau sought out, man. You know, everything Esau has been doing is starting to be revealed now, man. You know, because that's what's going on basically in the Middle East, man. Whenever a country wanted, that's what happened to Saddam Hussein. He dropped $1, you know, and started to sell oil in the euro. They came and took him out of power and reestablished their order, man. Right. Omar Gaddafi, the same way, man. You know, that's just you'll hear about that media wise, because they bigger countries, man. But for these South American countries, they can do little coup d'etats and you'll never know about it, man. Right. But it's starting to be revealed now, man. You know, it said for the crime for which the United States used to justify their overthrow of the Honduran government, this report details was due to its president Manuel Zelaya having sought to hold a non-binding nationwide poll on whether to include a fourth ballot box in their 2009 elections to usher in a national constituent assembly for the rewriting of the country constitutions, and whose effort was intended to democratize that country's laws that favored the Honduran elite, man. Right, so they basically was gonna change their constitution, man, to basically, because they started to realize, look, Esau got these puppets in here, man. So we're gonna change our constitution to get them up out of here, man. Right. You know, unlike in Honduras, though this report notes Venezuela was able to establish a national constituent assembly this past July, and that was followed less than a fortnight later by President Trump sending shockwaves through Venezuela's political establishment when he announced that a military option is certainly something we could pursue to end the South American nation's crisis, man. Read verse 4 out.
Say, Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
Right, man. You know, so the soul of the so-called white man that's lifted up in him is not right, man. But the just gonna live by faith, man. You know. So it don't matter what the tactics of the so-called white man use, man. You know, the elect gonna live by faith, man. Because we stand up on our tower and we watching and we seeing all this come to pass, man. We know one of the prophecies is Jacob's trouble gonna come, man. This is gonna be a time like never before on the face of the earth. You want to say something, bro?
No, it's coming.
Right. It said the crisis referred to by President Trump and his threat to use military force against Venezuela, this report explains, was one wholly created by the United States and the European Union, whose western banks have refused to extend any loans to that South American nation, causes what Finance Ministry official Konstantin Valosky calls a liquidity crisis, but not a crisis of financial solvency, man. Right, so man, that whole thing that's going on in Venezuela is caused by the U.S. government, man. Just because they don't want to, basically worship the image of that beast no more, man. You know, they basically trying to get away from that American dollar, man. I'm gonna skip down to another paragraph. It said the liquidity as it pertains to the current crisis in Venezuela, this report further states, is the U.S. dollar that for decades have been used to purchase that nation's oil and gas, and who also have the largest proven reserves in the world of. Right, man, Venezuela had the largest oil reserves in the world, man. You know, when Katrina happened, you had Hugo Chavez offering to give all the basically give all those Jake neighborhoods who was out of gas. He was offering to give them free oil so they can have gas, man. But you had the President Bush who turned it down, man. You know, and then even with the Houston crisis, you had the president of Venezuela, Maduro. Now he was offering to give them gas, man. You know, and you had Trump turn it down, man. That's why the scripture says his soul that's uplifted up in him is not right, man. Right. But it said with the United States and European Union choking off the supply of U.S. dollars to Venezuela, therefore this report continues, this nation's companies and peoples have been decimated due to their inability to find any of this international currency, and whose cost to buy is causing jaw-dropping hyperinflation, and that in its most simple explanations means that the cost of the U.S. dollar keep rising by the hour. And I'm going to get a quick precept, man. Because all this go into the prophecies, man. You had something up? This Revelation chapter 6, verse 3 and 4. And when I had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, "Come and see." And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and that there was given unto him a great sword, man. So that red horse represents you so-called white people, man. You Edomites, man. So you was given that power to take peace away from the earth, man. You know, just like you causing that whole uprising over there in Venezuela, man. Not to mention that whole war that's going on in the Middle East, man. Started by you white people, man. You so-called white people, man. You Edomites according to the Bible, man.
Yeah, I got a precept, man.
Go ahead, bro.
Galatians 3:10. But no man is justified by the law in the sight of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. It is evident, for the just shall live by faith.
Right, man. You know, so none of us is justified by the law, man. Even though, you know, we commanded to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability, man. You know, everything is already predestinated. Who gonna make it and who not gonna make it, man. You know? So none of us are justified by the law, man. But going back to that scripture in Habakkuk, the just gonna live by faith, man.
Right.
You know? And back to Revelation 6 and 8. Now I'm gonna start at verse 7. And when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, Come and see. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse. And his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with the sword, with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth, man. You know, so that's how Esau operate, man. That's the power he was given, man. That's part of his blessing, man. He's starving. Now he's starving. He over there starving. Which Venezuela, you know, you the tribe of Asher, man. The whole area over there from Colombia to Uruguay, that's the tribe of Asher, man. And you got some of those nations over there. They still got puppets in there, like Colombia. I think it's a puppet leader in there which the U.S. control, man. That's how they was able to land those bombers over there in Colombia, man. You know, I'm gonna go back into the article. It said Venezuela's President Hugo Chavez get re-elected in 2013. Then the U.S. dollar supply stops, man. So this been a plot they've been doing since 2013, man. It's finally starting to come into fruition, though, man. It finally started to take its toll on the so-called Venezuelan people, man. You know, it said not being understood by nearly all of the Western peoples. This report continues, is that the oil wealthy nations like Venezuela have been forced for decades to use the U.S. dollar, called petrodollar, and that has allowed the United States to dictate to these nations anything they so desire. But that Venezuelan President Maduro yesterday stated that he would no longer put up with, and who declared Venezuela is going to introduce a new international payment system and create a currency basket to get rid of the dollar peg. We, together with such freely convertible currencies as the yen, the rupees, international currencies, will get rid of the clutches of the dollar that has been strangling our country. It said, rebelling against the U.S. dollar as the international currency for buying oil and gas. However, this report grimly notes put a nations at grave risk of being destroyed by the United States. As example by, in 2000, Iraqi leader Saddam Hussein declaring his nation would no longer accept U.S. dollar for payments for his nation's oil and gas. That was followed 3 years later in 2003 by the United States breaching the UN Charter and illegally invading his country and eventually executing him as an example too. In 2006, Syria announced it would no longer accept U.S. dollar for its oil and gas, followed 6 years later by the United States creating the barbaric terror group ISIS to lay siege to that entire nation.
Right.
In 2008, Iran ended all of its sales in oil and gas using U.S. dollars, followed nearly immediately by the Obama regime placing devastating new sanctions on them, man. You know? In 2011, Libya, Africa's largest oil producer, announcing that they would no longer sell their oil in U.S. dollars. That was followed nearly immediately by the United States destroying that entire nation and executing the nation's leader, Muammar Gaddafi, as another example. In 2017, Qatar turning its back on the U.S. dollar. Right, so this is the reason why all those Gulf states over there basically put sanctions on Qatar, man. You know, under the power of the U.S., man. And that was swiftly followed by nearly all of the United States allies in the Middle East breaking diplomatic relations with them and threatening military actions. And not least to be mentioned, Russia itself, for its joining with China and Iran to break the diabolical stranglehold the U.S. dollar has on the entire world, and who is now blamed for the United States for everything. Go ahead, Art.
This Habakkuk 2 and 5. It say, ye also, because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man.
Right, see, because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. What's that wine he transgressed by? His different philosophies, man. His democracy, man. And part of that is basically forcing those nations to sell their oil in the U.S. dollar, man. You know, go ahead, bro. But they say he been proud, man. He you know, because that plan had been going on for so long, man. But now these nations starting to break away, man, because it's all according to the prophecies, man. Go ahead.
He is a proud man, neither kept at home, who enlarged his desire as hell.
And that's what we reading about, man. He's a proud man. He neither keep it at home. He enlarges his desires as hell, man. He want to control the whole earth, man. You know, because the reason why the elites want to control the oil, man, because they think is if you control oil, you control the nations. If you control the food, you control the people, man. Right. Because they don't need that oil, man. America got enough oil, you know, but they want to control the nations, man. And they've been doing that through their petrodollar, man. Go ahead, up.
And neither keep it at home, who enlarge his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied.
And is as death, man. That's why in Revelation 6 it say death and hell follow him, man. So this talking about that same man, man. You so-called white people, man. You know, which America is y'all is Babylon the Great, man. You know, this y'all military might, the American army, man. You know, backed by NATO, man. Go ahead, bro.
But gathered unto him all nations, and heaped unto him all people.
And that's what we reading about right now, man. He gathers to him all nations and heaped unto him all people, man. Go ahead, bro. And we got the ark to prove it, man. Who else is this talking about, man? You know, go ahead.
Shall not all things take up a parable against him?
Right, should not all these take up a parable against him? And that's what's going on now, man. Everybody's starting to get a bag away from the dollar, man. You know, go ahead.
And a taunting proverb against him?
Come.
And say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that layeth himself with thick clay.
And to him that led into himself thick clay, man. You know, because even the elite bankers, man, they don't care about these low-level Edomites in America, man. You know, they don't care about this government, man. And that thick clay is debt. America is $20 trillion in debt to the elites themselves, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
And for thick clay, it got pledges.
Come. Pledges that are debt, man, and that's how you get in debt. You take those pledges to and those loans, man, that you gonna pay them back, man. You know.
I got a precept though.
Right, man. But what the Lord got to show, he basically showing the 12 tribes, man, who this so-called white man really is, man. He the devil, man.
That's it.
You know?
That's it.
Because he gonna come down hard, not only just on the people that's living in North America, man. You know, you South Americans, y'all got all that good land, man. And they like to come over there. That's where they like to come at and live, man.
Right.
You know? So you know they not gonna let y'all get away, man. You know, go ahead. But like the scripture said, the just gonna live by faith, man. And the Lord gonna deliver his elect from the four corners of the earth, man. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee?
And that's what's going on now, man. So it ain't nothing you elites can do. It ain't nothing the so-called white man to do, man, because prophecies had to be fulfilled, man. You know, your kingdom is going down. It don't matter if you bring Jacob's trouble. That's part of the prophecy, man. It's only setting you up for your destruction, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
And awake that shall vex thee.
Come.
And thou shalt be for booties unto them.
Come.
Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnants of the people shall spoil thee.
Come.
Because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein.
Come, man. You know, go ahead, bro. Well, let me go a little bit into this article. You say you had something?
Yeah, I had it. It was it was back a couple precepts. But it's Proverbs 27 and 20. It say, hell and destructions are never full.
Hell, read that again.
It say, hell and destructions are never full.
See, that's why I said he desires. His desires is as hell, man. Hell and death, where he can't get enough. They are never full. See, the so-called white man is never satisfied, man.
Right.
You know,
right.
He never full. You know, go ahead.
So the eyes of man are never satisfied.
Right. So the eyes of man are never satisfied, man. And this scripture right here is 100-fold, 1,000,000-fold to the so-called white man, man, because he was made to be the wicked, man. You know. Even with this flesh, your eyes never satisfied, man. That's why this flesh about to have to be taken away, man. But the so-called white man, he 100% flesh, man. It's nothing spiritual about him, man. You know? So that's why I said his desires is as hell and he can never be satisfied, man. That's a great precept, bro. That's it on that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back. I'm going to read a little more on this article. It said, though sadistically labeled by the United States as their war on terror, and whose death toll is over 2 million and counting. See, all this blood is on the hand of the so-called white man, man. The American military, NATO, man. You know, 2 million, man, and this and counting. This just on the books, man. This report says this past July 2017, both Russia and China declared all-out war against the U.S. dollar, and whose action supports the dire words spoken in 2006 by the late Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez when he warned the world. And this is 11 years ago, man. This why they off Hugo Chavez, man. If the U.S. succeeds in consolidating its dominance, then mankind has no future. Therefore, we have to save mankind and put an end to the U.S. Now we're going to get a precept to that statement Hugo Chavez made, man. You know? Because that's scripture right there, man. He said America, but who controls America? The so-called white man, man. You know?
I got a precept.
Go ahead, huh?
This Isaiah 33 and 1. It say, woe to thee that spoilest, and that waste not spoil.
Right, woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, man. That's talking to the so-called white man, man. And because you came to the Americas, man, you weren't spoiled, man. You actually had the tribes. You had the 10 tribes that was already over here. They was actually helping taking care of you, man. And all those tribes helps take care of you, no matter where you landed, man. Wherever you encountered them, they greeted you with gifts, man. Because there was a custom of the tribes, man. You know. But woe, destruction unto them. Read that again out.
It say, woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled.
Because that's what you did when you got over here, man. You spoiled us, man. You know. Go ahead.
and dealeth treacherously, and they dealt not.
You're right.
Treacherously
You dealt
with
treacherously, man. With all the tribes that you made treaties with, you dealt treacherously with them, man. You broke every last treaty, man. You know. That's why by the time you got to the tribe of Reuben, man, you know, that's why their process was they should be unstable as water, man. You know, untamed. That's why you call them Seminoles. But the Reubenites didn't make one treaty with the so-called white man. They basically was like, F you, man. You know, we ain't making no treaties with you. We seen your track record, man. You know. But woe unto him that dealt treacherously and he was not dealt treacherously with, man. Even those Middle Eastern nations, man. They accepted what you came with, man. But you dealt treacherously with them, man. So now, all these nations taking up their proverb against you, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled.
Con, man. So, which you not gonna cease to be spoiled, man. You know. But, even if you wanted to, man, you done too much dirt, man. It's time for you to reap what you sowed, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
Con, man. And that's what's happening now, man. That's what all these nations been doing, man. Because these nations basically been like, shit, we ain't strong enough to fight back right now, man. So we're going to go along with the play. We're going to build our military might up. We're going to get nuclear power. And we're going to fight them back, man. And that's what that whole thing with North Korea about, man. Because North Korea, they basically, they land worth like 13 trillion in resources, man. Then North Korea got this certain metal that no other country have, man. It's called tungsten, man. Which they need this metal. It basically balances out the heat, man, and different metals, man. Which they wouldn't be able to go into space without this metal, man. They wouldn't be able to have their radars, man. You know. Right. So that's the main reason why they started the Korean War in the 50s, man. You know. But that's why Kim Jong-un, like, hey, he got his nuclear weapons up, man. Because he already seen he don't have no central bank, man. You know, he don't have no central bank in this country, man. You know, and they want to take him down, man. He not a puppet. He not a puppet. He not a puppet of theirs, man.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Some more to that, bro.
Nah, that's it.
But back to that statement Hugo Chavez made, man. He said if America dominance is not stopped, basically mankind gonna be destroyed, man. And we're gonna get the scripture on that, man. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 21 and 22. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except though, and who bring down that great tribulation, man? Because this basically going to Jacob's trouble, man. You know, because that word trouble, when you look it up, it goes into distress, and tribulation, man. So Jacob's great tribulation and distress time, man. It says, it's verse 22, except those days be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sakes, those days shall be shortened, man. Right, so like Hugo Chavez said, man, you know, he said America, but who controlled America? The so-called white man. If America dominance is not stopped, hey, there's no whole mankind, and basically all flesh on earth would be destroyed, man. You know. Go ahead, bro. Back in Habakkuk.
Habakkuk 2 and 6. No. 2 and 8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
Right, man. So all those things you see going on in these different countries, man, those civil wars which America started in all those Middle Eastern nations, now in South America, man, you know, it's gonna all come to America, man, tenfold, man. How it's gonna go down in America ain't gonna be nothing like in those other countries, man. Because everybody in America got weapons, man. They got guns, they got everything, man. Got grenades, missiles, rocket launchers, man. You know, everything, man. So it's gonna be total war in America, man. Go ahead, bro.
Because of men's blood and for the violence of the land and of the city and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that covered an evil covenanteth to his house.
Con. And let me read this right quick. It said, and this still, it said, all too predictable too. This report concludes the United States, like it has done against every other nation, attempt to free itself from the satanic U.S. dollar, is likewise now targeting the American people to fear Venezuela, using the exact same propaganda they used against Iraq, Syria, Iran, Libya, man. Con, man. Because they'll show you on the news, like you got Trump now talking about, he said military option is not off the table concerning Venezuela, man. Like basically the Venezuelan government is the cause of everything that's going on, man. But now, man, you got what you call agent provocateurs. You got the CIA over there in the middle of that causing up those uprisings, man. They got blockades out on the ships, stopping stuff from coming in, man. Russia, the only nation that basically started to help Venezuela, man. Started to take them weed and food to help them out, man. Because Russia got a powerful enough military to be like whatever the U.S. and do what they want to do, man. Go ahead, bro. Let me finish this, though. It said the U.S. fake news media now openly calling for civil war in Venezuela. Right, so they telling them people to uprise against the government, man, when it's their fault, man. It said the United States downgrading all Venezuela banks to cause as much economic and social distress as possible, man. That's why I say it was giving power to take peace away from the earth, man, to kill with hunger and with the sword and with the death and with the beasts of the field, man. European diplomats interfering in Venezuela's internal affairs in order to divide peoples against one another. The globalist Black Pope of Rome calling for Venezuela's government to be overthrown. The U.S. puppet state of Colombia laughingly saying that Venezuelan troops crossed their border, and as always, Venezuela may have nuclear weapons too, man. Right, man. So, going back into the so-called white man, how the hidden things that Esau sought out, man. Because it's the end times, man. And through the spirit and prophecies of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. That's how they sought out, man. Go ahead, bro.
Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people.
Con, man.
And has sinned against thy soul.
And have sinned against thy soul, man. That's why the scripture said Esau should be cut off forever. There should be no survivor of the house of Esau, man. Go ahead, bro.
For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it.
Right, man. So that's why you basically see the infrastructure of America breaking down, that, man. Because they destroyed so many nations' infrastructure, man, dropping bombs on them, with all that chaos, man, So now, everything America did is going to come back to them double, man. Go ahead, bro.
It say, woe to him that builded a town with the blood and established a city by iniquity.
Right, man. And that's how America was established, and that's how it's been continuing to keep on going, man. They continuously to build it by blood, man.
I got precept.
Go ahead, bro.
Precept, Jeremiah 22:13. Woe unto him that builded his house by unrighteousness, and his chambers by wrong.
Right, man. So destruction to the so-called white man, man.
Right.
It's your time to fall, man. And the greatest country that you ever built is America. It's finna go down, man. They say the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
That uses his neighbor's service without wages, and giveth him not for his work.
And that's what America been doing, man.
Right.
They've been taking the world's all these nations oil, man. And they make them use the dollar, man, which the dollar is not bagged by nothing, man. So all they have to do is just go print up as many dollars as they want to and buy, buy oil, man. You know, and set and do it like that, man. But that's how they done got all. That's how they basically done confiscated all the gold too, man. You know. Go ahead, bro.
This back in Habakkuk.
Right, man. Because before the petrodollar came into play, man, American dollar was backed by gold, man. You know, American dollar was backed by gold after the after World War II, man. You know, you had something called the right before the end of World War II, you had something called the Bretton Woods Agreement, man, which I think it was held in like 1944 in Bretton Woods, New Hampshire, man. Which you had Germany, France, and Britain agreed to make America the world currency, man. You know, and I think then, if I'm not mistaken, American dollar was like $35 for an ounce of gold then, man. You know, but by the time Vietnam War, all the nations basically started because they made America the world reserve currency, so all the nations started basically getting a dollar, you know, if getting the gold for their dollar, man. But then when all the nations basically started to peep, like America got to be printing out more dollars than they got gold, so all the nations asked for their gold back, man. So you actually had President Nixon to come out on the live TV and he suspended that thing, man. He was like, no nation can get their gold back to protect the American dollar, man. But how did he keep the dollar going? He started the petrodollar system, man. He made the deal with Saudi Arabia, man. You know, so that's how the dollar been going on for since World War II into now, man. But that petrodollar is coming to an end now, man. Go ahead, bro. Verse 12.
Woe to him that builded a town with blood and established a city by iniquity. Behold, it is not of the Lord of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire.
Come.
And the people shall weary themselves for very vanity.
And that's what's going on in America, man. These people wearying themselves for very vanity, man. You know, because they don't understand America gonna be destroyed, man. You know, we understand that, man. You know, we live our day to day. We go to work. We do what we got to do to make it, to take care of our families, man. But in the end, we know all this is gonna be destroyed, man. You know, go ahead, we're gonna stop at verse 16.
For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the water covered the sea.
And the earth is filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, man. You know, right now, man. You know, that's why everything is coming to it. That's why our wickedness is finna be put out, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth that bottle to him, and maketh him drunken also, that thou may look on their nakedness.
And that's what's going on in Venezuela, man. But destruction unto you for doing that, man. You know, you done caused all that uprising, man. And now these people over there fighting to survive, man, because they starving, man. You sitting back looking, telling them, ride against your government, do this, when you the cause of it, man. But woe unto you, man. You know? Go ahead, bro. Verse 16.
16, thou art filled with shame for the glory.
Y'all, you gonna be filled with shame, man, for your glory, man. And guess what? The Lord said, for our shame, we gonna receive double glory, man. When He put us back in our power, man. You know, said for our confusion, we gonna receive double glory for that, man, for our shame, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
Drink thou also, and let thy foreskins be uncovered.
And that's what's going on now. Your foreskin is being uncovered, man. Because you had the president of Ecuador said, don't he even over there now. He from the tribe of Ash. Like, don't come over there trying to lecture them about liberty and freedom and all this shit, man. When you basically don't know what it means, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee.
Right, so that cup gonna be turned unto thee, man. You know, and on the small scale, it already is, man. That's why you got Edomites coming out. Basically, they causing their own tongue to stumble upon them, man. They coming out telling the plans of what you done did, man. You know. But this the quote from the Ecuador president, man. Rafael Correa. He said, "Don't come lecturing us about liberty. Here we haven't invaded anyone. Here we don't torture like in Guantanamo. Here we don't have drones killing alleged terrorists without any due trial, killing also the women and children of those supposed terrorists. So don't come lecturing us about life, law, dignity, or liberty. You don't have the moral right to do so." Going back to Habakkuk 2 and 4. His soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, man. Right. You know? Right, man. Go ahead. So Ecuador, yeah, you know, it's another guy you don't control, man. You know? Go ahead, bro.
The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee.
Right, man.
And the shameful spurring shall be on thy glory.
Right, man. That's what's going on there, man. The shameful spirit upon that glory. Everybody seeing America for who she truly is, man. The most wickedest, foul country on the face of the earth, man. You know. But who runs America? Who controls the so-called white man? So all that goes on you, man. You Edomites, man. You know, go ahead,
That was 16. I'm gonna keep going.
Nah, we can start right there, man. You know? Hey, but hey, Lord will, man. This was an edifying lesson, man. But just to bring some clarity and shedding light on what's going on in Venezuela, man. All that's part of Jacob's trouble, man. That's the, you know, the so-called white man. He coming down upon all them nations who rising up against him, man. You know, especially those nations of the tribes, man. You know, he already doing military training over there, man. You know, he gonna invade those different nations, man. You know, but the just gonna live by their faith, man. You know, the Lord gonna send His Air Force. The Lord gonna send His ground troops in, man. Right. You know, cause there's elect over there too, man. You know. Hey, so with that, man, Lord will, man, brothers was edified, man. You know, hey, first and foremost, we're gonna give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. We're gonna give double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. They say salutation, peace, and love to the elect around the four corners of the earth, man. Just remember, the just gonna live by faith, man, not by sight. Right. So no matter how things look, just keep your faith in Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, man. You know. And that's Shalom.
Shalom.